do the air first and then prime
So,
it? Yeah, first
I do this,
yeah.
so fuel pump, and then I look here.
Yeah, yeah. And then
there it is.
You just want to give it
Cleared.
a little, right.
Yep. And then
back?
Back, and then open a little more than typically would.
Okay, so here we go.
And French Charlie, take 2 Bravo, Mike, short final 18, full stop, French Charlie.
Oh, come on.
You might not want to go full forward. Here, try it again, right now.
Come on, dude.
Good. There you go. Now you want to lean the mixture, it's hot out.
French Valley traffic 0564 Royal Papa, departing the area.
Positive charge?
Yep.
Good.
Positive charge, so turn on the AC.
Solid.
Recycled air. All right. So what I've noticed when it's hot, when the engine's hot, it will fluctuate more, like it'll kind of bounce around with the RPMs and stuff on the ground here. Watch, if I go down, kind of down on the RPMs, you'll see it kind of go up and then down and then up and then down.
Just like a crazy person.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Crazu person.
Okay, so let's do this by the book here. 3, okay, so we got that mixture. And you said...
French Valley traffic track 478 Tango Hotel is just south of Lake Skinner, and we're going to be sending
okay, fuel pump off, oil pressure is
French Valley traffic.
good. Okay, we're good.
Good.
Flaps up. Right. Okay, so now we're gonna go over here. So where the it's over here?
Right here.
Where that guy is?
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll give him a call and say, we are here.
Good.
French Valley traffic, Red Cirrus at self-serve taxi to run-up area 18 for French Valley.
Good. Solid work. Solid work. Lots of aviation out of here, huh?
More than I thought. Like I
Yeah.
didn't know that. I don't ever think I've been here.
Really? French Valley.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been here, man.
Look at that.
Look at those big thunderstorm clouds.
Oh
Those,
yeah. I love flying right through them.
Cumulonimbus.
Yeah, I love flying right through them.
No, you don't.
It's my favorite. My favorite is when I fly through them and the hail is so strong that my windows break. That's my favorite. My second favorite is when I fly through them and the turbulence is so bad that I'm upside down. Can't even tell because my senses tell me that I'm upright side up.
Dude, even saying that is scary. Just even joking about that is scary. It really is. Like, holy. Holy.
Khas v'chalila.
So there it seems like there's a lot of planes
A lot
here.
of stuff going on, yeah.
An FBO. There's a lot of stuff going on here.
Uh-huh.
I'm surprised. I mean, I've heard the name, but it's never been here. F4 Phantom. Dude.
Oh yeah, look at that.
When you
That's
can
a
fly
big
that.
plane. That's a big
Oh, those
plane.
are huge. They're surprisingly huge. And they were dogfighting with those, back in the day.
It's huge.
In Vietnam, those were the dogfighting planes, and they're massively heavy.
Look at that.
Crazy, right?
The power that thing must generate.
Just gulping up fuel. And
Phantom. Oh yeah, the amount of fuel.
I
Unreal.
think that thing is flyable. What is it? Let's see. No, it looks no.
Not flyable? No, it's flyable.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Dude, that would be awesome.
It's wing.
Yeah.
French Valley traffic.
Does it fly?
Yeah,
Oh,
look at the windshields are
No,
pretty.
yeah. Maybe no, it doesn't. That's crazy. That's insane.
Look at there, a lot of helicopters. A lot.
Yeah.
What are they doing out here?
I don't know.
What's out here? I
have no clue. I don't understand these things. I don't get them.
I don't get it.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You know, how do you say I don't know in Indian? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. That's how you say I don't know in Indian.
So do you think you can just speak any language as long as you say it in English with the appropriate accent?
I think people would believe you. I go there. I say, how are you? Good.
Good.
I don't know. I don't know.
Park right over here.
Oh, look at that. It's a Cirrus run-up.
Yeah.
Cirrus.
Edge this guy out here.
693 Sierra Romeo.
It's a nice looking plane too. I'll give him the heads up.
Heads up.
The Cirrus little nod.
Yeah. It's a Cirrus nod. It's like, hey, I see you. I see you. You're one of us.
So we should probably do our takeoff briefing and everything first, so that we don't like sit.
No, so how long does the takeoff briefing take? Not long.
No,
do the takeoff briefing before we take off.
Okay.
So we'll call them, and we'll just simply obtain our clearance. That's it. We will obtain our clearance.
Okay, so
and this is introduction to how to pick up an IFR flight plan. How to pick up your clearance at a non-towered airport.
I'm not going to dial yet. I'm just going to get it in here. 724, because I'm not ready. Pen.
There you go. Pencil.
This is my sword, bro. This is my sword.
This is my sword. It's my sword. And you need your foggles on when you get your clearance in IFR.
Now I know you're starting to screw with me. See, that's why I'm taking it up a notch on you. Because you're telling me.
Imagine you thought I need my foggles on to get my clearance.
You would do that.
I would do that.
You would do that. I know you would.
And then you're like, just 6020 Lima departing runway 18 for left turn out.
He didn't want to even slow down.
Nothing, just like keep it coming.
He's just like, I'm going, bro.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not.
Central Line traffic.
Okay.
478 Tango Whiskey
So
base for runway 18.
Picking up our IFR clearance to Fullerton. Right. Okay. Well, let's see if this works. Now, is the volume on? I wonder if I should test this Bluetooth or something. Let's see what happens, right?
Central Line traffic tag 478 Tango Whiskey is turning final for runway 18, full stop Central Line traffic.
Specialist for your specific airport. To obtain an IFR clearance for the Burbank, Whiteman, and Van Nuys airports, press 1.
French Valley traffic 030.
Can we shut that off?
Holding short runway 18.
For Bermuda Dunes, Brackett, Cable, Chino, Corona, El Monte, Flabob, French Valley, Hemet, Jacqueline Cochran, Redlands, Riverside, or San Bernardino's airports, press 3. For Avalon.
Shalom, אני רוצה the IFR clearance, please. Hey, this is Bob from SoCal Approach.
Hi, this is 218 Juliet Sierra. We're at French Valley. I'd like to pick up our IFR clearance to Fullerton.
Yeah, you need to call March Approach, and the phone number is, you have it or you need it?
Can you give it to me, please?
Sure, hold on 1 second.
Thank you.
So 4Flight needs to update the clearance phone number for French Valley. See that?
But it did say French Valley.
I know. We got it from the right place.
All right, ready to copy?
Yes, I am.
4000, Swiftbird 33.
655.
655?
Correct. 2355. If that for some reason doesn't work, you can use an additional last 4, 2341.
Speed up.
So we missed the first 3.
Can you tell us the area code one more time? The first 3 digits?
951. 951.
951 655 2355. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Sure. Yep.
Thank you. Bye. So, a couple things there we learned. When someone talks on the radio,
cuts out this.
Is there a way to
230
get that?
You could just go to
March Approach, Omega 7.
really you could just go to
COM2 and then
no, but that's March Approach 2, and then the other one is
Dew Point
AWA. So that
here you can do like guard.
yeah, that's true.
You know,
so
it's just a workaround.
there
right?
you go.
Yeah, no, flip.
Cool.
Yeah, okay. So that'll. keep it cool. All right, so let's try this. No, but it's funny because it did say, like, oh, for French
Yeah,
Valley,
we got
press
the right
3.
number.
1-951-655-2355.
There you go. We'll call and get our clearance.
Try it again.
Arch approach.
This is 218 Juliet Sierra. We're at...
All right, Juliet Sierra, just hold on for me 1 second.
Sure.
You never thought you'd speak with a controller over the phone.
No, it's weird, right? Like it's like a
It's
like you
not
can
a
actually
radio.
you can interrupt each other and like have it's more of a
He actually hears what we're saying right now.
it is weird to be on the phone.
I'm so excited to talk with an approacher over the phone. We're on hold.
Oh,
I said approacher.
See, he can hear you. See, when we're on the radio and you talk,
He can't hear us.
he can't hear it. He can't hear you. He can only hear me.
I don't mind if he hears me.
This, I think he can hear.
Right now, because you're on hold. You hear
No,
that,
but if he comes back,
he can hear me, but I don't mind if he hears me because I'm not saying anything I
I'm
care
gonna have
that
to make excuses. I'm sorry. I'm with someone who's very much a distraction. We do not have a sterile cockpit. I'm just letting you know.
I don't mind if
I'd like to get that on tape.
Oh man. No, right now we're on hold. I guess he's giving the clearance to someone else.
Bet.
Okay, sorry about that. At 218 Juliet Sierra, are you familiar with the Ontario 9?
Affirmative, yes.
Affirmative, we are.
Okay, and 218 Juliet Sierra, every clearance advised and ready to copy.
We are ready to copy.
218 Juliet Sierra, you're clear to Fullerton via the IFR departure procedure, runway 36 at French Valley, Homeland Paradise, then the Ontario 9. On the go, climb maintain 4,000, expect 6,010, maintenance, departure frequency 133.5, squawk 5171.
Okay, let me try.
Hold for release.
Hold for release.
No, yeah.
All right, let me try this. We're cleared to Fullerton on the 3-6. Let me try this again. Homeland. All right, so what was the, departure information?
The IFR departure procedure, runway 36 at French Valley?
Yes, French Valley. All right, the departure 36 at French Valley. Then Homeland, the Oscar Tango 9 departure, 4,000, expect 6,000, 10 minutes. After 133.5 and 5171, hold for release.
And 218 Juliet Sierra, it's Homeland Paradise, then the Ontario 9. Your reback is correct, and when are you ready to go?
We'll be ready in just a few minutes, about 10 minutes.
Okay, hold for release. Just give me a call back when you're ready.
Okay, affirmative. 218 Juliet Sierra.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
Thanks.
Good.
Okay, so we got to look up the
IFR procedure, yep.
The IFR procedure.
So where would you find that?
Homeland Paradise OT9. Okay, we would look in the on forward flight, and we would go to departure.
Yep, and it's not called French Valley in there. It's called the Murrieta, Temecula, California.
On the SoCal depart. No, sorry.
So go to procedure.
Procedure.
Departure.
Departure.
Takeoff minimums, and then Murrieta is right here.
Oh, okay. Yep.
See,
got it.
French Valley.
Okay, departure 36. Climb runway heading.
So 18 not authorized, which is why he gave us 36.
Right, 18 not authorized. So we have to go to the other runway.
No, we'll just we'll take off 18 and then contact him. We'll let him know. But I'm just saying in general, if it were 200, there's people in the pattern right now. But if it were 200 feet.
Oh, if
IFR.
If it was IFR, so
right.
We're departing VFR, which means we can.
Correct. But right now, if it were actually IFR, we were the only ones here. No one was in the pattern, right? We would go ahead and take off from runway 36 and do what?
Well, here it says take off 36, 702. So that's or standard with a minimum climb of 3. So it's 700 feet with a 2-mile minimum.
702. Yep.
And then climb 340 feet per nautical mile to 2,200. The departure procedure.
So those are the requirements in order to be even able to fly this.
In a IFR.
Correct.
Right.
Now the
So-
actual procedure is what?
Climb runway heading to up to 2,200 feet. Then climb left turn via the, that must be Homeland Radio 145 to Homeland VOR.
Good. So runway heading to 22, and then intercept the 145 radial inbound to Homeland VOR.
Right.
Good.
So, got that. Aircraft departing Homeland VOR 065 clockwise 352
to 352, between 065 clockwise to 352.
Then climb on course.
Aircraft departing northeastbound, climb in the Homeland holding pattern.
Okay.
Southeast, right turns along the 315 radial inbound. Does that make sense?
315 inbound.
So that's like the non-published instructions that we did the other day. To depart Homeland VOR at or above 353 clockwise to 054, 6,800 feet, and at or above 5,800 feet for departures between 055 clockwise to 064 before proceeding on course. So essentially what it's saying is, from here to Homeland, everyone do the same thing. Runway heading 2200, intercept the 145 radial inbound to Homeland.
And then
the question is exactly where are you flying to, direction of flight from Homeland, whether or not you'll just proceed on course or you'll climb at Homeland to get high enough before you proceed on course. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Well, once you've explained it to me, I can decode this a little bit easier. But what it says is, climb. The first part is climb, maintain runway heading. Now we're going to go out on 18. So will we turn around and go 36?
Yeah, we'll just do a left downwind departure and then continue on course. We'll let him know that too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Then so we'll climb runway heading to 2200. So we'll be going 360 to 2200. Then, keyword, climbing left turn, so we're going to climb left to the 145 degree radial of Homeland, and then go to Homeland VOR.
Good. Is the Homeland VOR part of your flight plan, your clearance?
Let's see. Yes, it is.
Good. And then from there to
PDZ.
That's it. Easy.
Right.
So now we'll build this up.
Okay, let's do it.
So rather than him tell you all these words, he just said via the 36 IFR departure.
Right.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Solid.
okay. So let's go through it. So first, heading, and it's runway heading's 36. So we should probably put this on 36, so that when we turn around, when we go downwind, we're going the right way.
Cool.
Correct? Okay. Then let's go to the Homeland. I got to figure out what the Homeland VOR frequency is. We can do that a number of ways, but I will do that by.
You know of this way? You know of this way? There's
you know
HTF.
what?
You could take the
I
cursor.
go near it.
No, you could go on it. You could go on it, and then you could do enter, and then it's right over here.
112. Okay.
And you could even do this. Highlight.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
You could do that,
Yep,
and then enter.
load.
And then which one do you want to put it in?
Well,
Nav 1 active.
Nav 1, right, exactly.
Enter, and it's in there.
Right. So that, okay. That's one way. There's another one.
There's many different ways.
There's nearest. You can do nearest.
Do nearest.
And then.
Yep.
So if you go near.
Right there, and then nearest VORs.
Yeah,
and you can see all of them.
Then and then you highlight.
Many different ways.
Yep. Okay. So we got back to So we have that's 112.05 Homeland VOR in there, and we need to go to our course.
So let's first hit the CDI to go to.
Back here. Hold on. Wait a minute. Why am I? There we go.
There you are.
So let's go to Homeland. Boom.
Good.
Course 145.
Good. So our course and radial will be opposites each other because we're flying inbound to the station. So we'll actually put the reciprocal course, which is
325.
Good. Does that make sense?
Now that you say it, I'm glad you said that because I.
Does that make sense though?
Yes.
Because we're flying inbound. The course and radial are opposites. We're on the 145 radial, but our course is 325.
Totally understand that part. I need to remember that on my own. Like
we're flying northwestbound.
Right.
Good.
So all right, so we have our radial in there. Now we're going to go to flight plan. Boom, and we're going to first. Okay, it's already in there. Good. And now our destination. En route. So our first thing here was. So we're going to fly to this first. So we should probably navigate using that to the homeland. So we can, or we can start by doing that. You understand what I'm saying? Do we want to fly to the HO to the VOR using the VOR frequency, and then we can start with that one in here?
You mean the radial?
No, because I think the procedure says that we go 145 to the.
Let's see if
homeland.
we have it here. Procedure, select departure, and there's none. So yeah, we will intercept that radial.
Right.
Once the radial is intercept, you could do direct enter and continue the rest on GPS. Basically, it's a GPS overlay.
Right. So we wanna put that on in there then in the flight.
The
plan.
HDF.
Yes, HDF.
Yes, of course.
Yes, HDF.
Uh-huh.
I was just wondering if we start with that. Okay, so HDF, and then now we go to. Now, this is all for people departing different ways, but we've got the thing, meaning he gave us this information, so now we're going to go to the homeland to PDZ.
Good.
So P.
I think you got that under the destination.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, oh, sorry, my bad.
There you go.
PDZ. That's not happening, man. PDZ.
Solid.
Enter. Then it's the OT9, which
is this? We'll do
expand.
Let's see.
Expand that. All right, so where
and there you go. From PDZ, we'll go to Dowd. DOWDD.
DOWDD. That's right.
And then Victor 394.
Okay, so menu, load airway, Victor 394 to
SLE.
Oh, to SLI. Yeah. And then to the N.
And then direct destination, K-full.
L. Yep, sure enough. Okay. Got it.
Now
okay.
you put K-full en route. We need to put K-full as the destination.
Clear.
Good.
Okay.
There you go.
KFUL.
Solid.
Enter.
Good.
Okay.
Home.
Yep. Home. Double check.
Bird's eye view.
Bird's
Good.
eye view. We're going to double verification. Are we going to the right place? It looks like we're going to the right place.
There you go.
So then we're going to now go back to flight plan and make sure that it's all there. We go, first of all, runway, or sorry, the
360.
360. Then we have
intercept the 145 radial
145
inbound
radial.
to the homeland VOR.
Right, to the home. There's homeland. There's
Good.
Paradise.
And what are we climbing? Oh, we'll do that in a moment. Okay.
66. Sorry, Paradise to to Victor 394, which is right here. And to SLI. To Fullerton. So that is good. Now we want to put in the rest of our little.
What altitude did he say to climb to?
Well, he said to go to 4,000.
Climb it to 4,000.
That's right.
Cool.
And then expect 6,000 in a little while,
cool.
10 minutes. Then we go to 133 up here. We're going to put in COM 133, but
It's already in there. 1335 is in the active, so we could switch it back. There you go.
Switch
there
it
you
back. Got it. Then 51 transponder 5171.
Good. Now we do the thumbs up.
Okay. So we're going to Fullerton. We have our heading. We have our homeland radial.
Good.
145. No, sorry, the opposite of that. 325. We have we've already checked verified our route.
Good.
We've got our 4,000 altitude in there. We have our 1335 in our ready to go, our standby. We have 5171 right here, and we're going to hold for release.
Solid. Easy.
Yes.
Good stuff. So now what we'll do is we'll give them a call, and we'll say that we will actually depart here, 18, do a left downwind departure with other traffic, and then we'll just continue flying the 36 IFR procedure and contact him from the air.
Okay. Gotcha. So
That's it.
So here we go. Here we go. So we're going to go to the same number.
Yep.
Here we go.
Call him back and say, just to keep things easy, so he doesn't have to close the airspace or anything.
Yeah.
Just tell him we'll depart VFR and call him from the air.
Okay,
That's
got
it. Just to keep things simple.
French.
This is what you would do with the overcast of 200 feet, just departing IFR from a non-towered airport. Easy schmazzo. Sin orquesta español.
This is March approach.
Hey, this is 218 Juliet Server, French Valley, ready to depart, and we're going to depart VFR and give you a call in the air.
281 Juliet Sierra, roger, depart VFR, maintain VFR at or below 5,000, squawking 1200. We'll talk to you in there.
At or below 5,000, squawking VFR, and we'll call you in the air. 218 Juliet Sierra, thanks.
All right.
Good, so that said, let's go 1200.
Okay, VFR right here.
Good,
Okay.
set at or below 5,000. We will be VFR, so we'll do 45, because we're calling VFR altitude. That said, we'll do a left downwind departure on 18 because it's the runway in use.
Yeah.
And we will, once we're in the downwind departure, we'll actually fly the IFR procedure.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Cool, for practice. Now let's do a takeoff briefing and we'll get going.
Okay, we're gonna do a standard departure, a downwind departure from runway 18 here at French Valley, and we will climb to as we've briefed. Okay, if we have any abnormalities on takeoff roll, we're gonna abort the takeoff. After rotation without sufficient runway in front of us, we're going to land straight ahead below 600. Between 600 and 2,000, we're going to pull caps immediately unless we're guaranteed we can land the plane. And above 2,000, we're going to troubleshoot until we get to 2,000, then we'll pull caps.
Perfect.
Okay? So let's do it. Let me think here. 18, we're going to 36, so we're going to do a left. Are we do a left downwind or a right?
It is left traffic.
It is left traffic? Okay. So I'm not, okay, am I on French Valley? Yes, I am on French Valley. But I want to make sure, is my volume up?
Your volume? Right here.
Yeah, okay, just making sure, because I
Yeah.
didn't hear anyone. Okay, anybody coming in?
Plus someone's on base, so you're good. You good?
French
Unless you
Valley
wanna wait for
traffic.
them to land.
French Valley traffic. Red Sierra is holding short of runway 18. We'll hold for landing traffic. He's right there.
Cool. Good work.
Are we sure that we're on the right frequency? I don't hear anybody.
122.8 is what we had coming in, but yeah, let's double check.
It is 122.8.
Turning left crosswind.
Oh, because that's in the COM 1. Good work.
French Valley traffic. Red Sierra is holding short of runway 18. We will hold for landing traffic. French Valley.
Let's rate their landing.
Anybody else coming? No, we're good. RateTheirLanding.com. Ooh, look at that! You got a little wind going. It's correcting. Okay, I want to make sure we're cool here. I feel like we're.
French Valley, Cessna 65 Golf, turning left downwind for runway 18, French Valley.
Overfly midfield 3500, teardrop back into the pattern.
There's one guy in downwind, so we'll do it as soon as he's clear. Or is he going to touch and go?
I think it's touch and go.
Okay.
Yep.
As soon as he takes off, we'll take the active.
Good lineup.
All
Take
right.
our time. Good.
French Valley traffic. Red Sierra is taking the active runway 18 for downwind departure.
Left downwind departure.
Downwind departure.
Approaching runway 18.
It's loud.
Yeah. Right.
Entered runway 18.
There you go.
Okay, let's make sure we got this going here. We got that. We got this.
And
We
French
got,
Valley traffic, White Skyhawk
that,
is on the upwind 18,
that,
and we'll
that.
be departing the pattern to the south.
okay, trim. We straighten it out. All right, left traffic.
Let's do it,
36.
folks.
Here we go. You ready?
I'm
Seatbelt's
ready.
good. Okay.
Good work, John.
Okay, she wants to fly, kind of. Not really.
Kind of a hot day,
Yeah, it's a little less than I thought. A little.
French Valley traffic, bearing 73, Romeo 3 to the west, overflying midfield 3500.
All right, we could make an upwind call.
French Valley, Cessna 65 Golf, turning left base for runway 18, touch and go, French Valley.
French Valley, Red Sierra is on the upwind. We'll make a downwind departure. Run French Valley.
Runway 18, and it's a left downwind departure.
French Valley traffic, Skyline 908-326 is just past Lake Elsinore. We're at 4,500 coming in from the west. We'll be overflying the airport to the east, entering left traffic for 18.
Okay, almost there. How we doing?
Why aren't we climbing? Let's go to VY. If you weren't a more powerful plane, you could get away with what you're looking to do. You can't really get away with what you're doing with this plane because you won't climb.
Midfield 3,500, going to teardrop over the new construction back into the pattern.
Let's make a call.
French Valley, Cessna 65 Golf, turning base to final for runway 18, touch and go, French Valley.
French Valley Red Cirrus turning downwind for a downwind departure off runway 18, French Valley.
Good. Left downwind departure. We'll start getting the habit of that. Don't assume people know if you're left or right.
French Valley, Wake Skyhawk departing the pattern to the south, last call, French Valley. French Valley traffic, last star 3 Whiskey, 7 miles south inbound, left traffic 18, French Valley. French Valley traffic, bearing 73 Romeo over the new construction, setting up for 45, left downwind runway 18, French Valley.
French Valley traffic, Cirrus 218 here, Red Cirrus on the downwind departing, downwind for French Valley.
To the north.
Downwind departing downwind for French Valley.
Affirmative. Now we're departing to the north for French Valley. That's tough. With
I didn't have to say it.
326 is 3,500, just...
You really want to make sure your calls are
you
good.
are flying to the east, entering on a 45 for left traffic.
that's pretty ballsy to call somebody out on the radio, just to ask.
73 Romeo is coming up on the water tanks, entering our left downwind.
Yeah, because they want to know what we're doing.
But he's giving me shit because I said downwind twice.
No, he's giving you a hard time because what does departing downwind on downwind mean? How are you going? Where are you going? Are you doing a midfield 45 departure midfield, or you want to say departing the area straight out to the north?
Right.
Or is on downwind for a left downwind departure?
Okay, so let's call him.
You could call him.
I could call him.
You can call him and you could say, just like making a flight following, where you're at in relation to something, altitude climbing, and we're good to go for our IFR to Fullerton.
Left traffic 18, French Valley.
French Valley traffic, Diamond 7 Delta Charlie, coming off the new construction.
So can we brief this real quick? So we 145 radial.
I don't know why that's not coming in.
Overhead 3,500. We'll be looking for the other two traffic.
I'm sure the Homeland VOR is out of service.
Is that right?
I'm sure.
5 Golf turning left, crosswind for runway 18, French Valley. French Valley traffic, bearing 73 Romeo, turn left base, runway 18, French Valley.
Let's
just do this. Just do that. Put CDI GPS mode, and just head to Homeland.
Yeah.
That's it.
French Valley traffic, Diamond 7 Delta
We could
Charlie,
switch frequencies and call them.
Okay, let's do it.
65 Golf.
Good.
Okay, so how are we doing on temperatures?
We could go ahead and do 105.
Yeah. Roger that.
Roger,
Okay,
doja.
so March, is it March departure? It's really March.
Just say approach.
March approach, Cirrus 218 Juliet, Cirrus 4,000 climbing, 4,500 out of French Valley. 218 Juliet, Sierra.
218 Juliet Sierra, March approach, squawk 5171.
5171 for 218 Juliet, Sierra. 5171. 5171.
Oh. Radar contact, blah, blah, blah. And fly direct to whatever, maintain, blah, blah, blah.
218 Juliet Sierra, radar contact 4.5 north of French Valley, passing through 4,300. Time maintained 5,000, cleared direct Homeland, then as previously issued.
Okay, up to 5,000 and clear direct homeland, then as filed, or 218 Juliet 0.
I would say, as previously issued, the words he used, because we're not flying as filed, you're fine, I'm just saying in general.
Yeah.
Food for thought. We're not flying as filed, or we won't necessarily always fly as filed.
218 Juliet Sierra, turn left, direct Paradise.
Direct Paradise for 218 Juliet 0.
We're at 32, March approach altimeter
Good.
288.
288 for red 32.
In 8 Juliet Sierra, you can contact SoCal approach 134.0.
134.0, 218 Juliet 0. 13400, enter.
What are you going to tell him?
I'm going to tell him I'm direct Paradise and 4,700 climbing 5,000. Approach Sierra 218 Juliet Sierra is 4,700 climbing 5,000 direct Paradise.
Sierra 218 Juliet Sierra, SoCal approach. Roger, climb and maintain 6,000.
Climb maintain 6,000, 218 Juliet Sierra.
Sierra Juliet Sierra, altimeter is 2986.
2986, 218 Juliet Sierra.
Good.
6.
Do we have the full, you know what? Do you want me to give you, say stuff, or just keep quiet? Which one will be more helpful for you?
You know, if it's going to cause major issues, obviously I'd love to.
Because what we want, all we want to do is fly the VOR Alpha hand fly into Fullerton. Okay. So I'll leave everything for you to handle.
So what I would do, if you weren't here, is I would get up to my altitude.
Perfect. Good.
Because that's kind of happening right now.
Good.
And
good.
Great, thank you, Delta.
We are going direct Paradise, which is good, and it's going to take us a while to get there. Well, because we're climbing too, so it's be less than that. But the and then I would start thinking about VOR Alpha.
Good. So I'll stay out of the way. I will stay out of the way, folks. Focus.
And we're kind of hot, so that's why I'm at 110.
You're good. You're staying at 220. You're kind of keeping it there.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Perfect. You see your CHTs won't tell you anything. They're 390.
Yes, sir. Yep.
And you said above 420 you start acting, you'd be past the red line on the oil temperature.
14,000 direct
So forget the CHTs. Look at the oil temperature.
Yeah. I concur that seems more logical based on what you're saying.
CHTs are coming down.
We're going to hand fly this bad boy all the way down.
Good work. Solid. Good work. At cruise, you could use autopilot as a tool to set things up, brief the approach plate, but then we'll go ahead and hand fly it. So we'll use autopilot as a tool because it's available to us. You paid a lot of money for this tool called autopilot. Use it. Don't lean on it as a crutch. Don't use it to bypass learning how to hand fly a plane. But use it to your benefit when you need to free your left hand momentarily and pull up some frequencies. There's no shame in that.
So here we are. So you think that Homeland VOR was out of service, huh?
I believe so, yes.
Wow.
I'd bet 4 million on that, not 5.
Well, that's pretty interesting.
4 million.
35, proceed direct threats and resume the KO8 arrival and descend and maintain 9,000.
Coming up on it. Once we get to level flight, then we'll start briefing.
Do your thing. I know you have everything it takes to figure it out.
124.1.
100%.
1241 3AA Charlie Alpha. So.
And if you'll trip a few times, it'll be good training. That's why we're here. I want you to trip next to me before you trip on your own. That's what training comes down to. Tripping next to a flight instructor.
This is 0 Delta Romeo, turn left heading 060 vector for thermal.
060 vector, Delta Romeo.
Okay, here we are.
Let's flight level 220, descend in via the Disney 5, except maintain 16,000 with Mike speed 250 or less.
Delta 2775, SoCal approach, Roger, Ontario altimeter.
All right, let's go down to 65, maybe even less. It's bouncy.
Descend via the Disney 5, 2986, Delta 2775.
see how that treats us. If it's bouncy, when we go to 55. And we'll trim.
What's your VO?
Sierra State Juliet Sierra, traffic 11 o'clock, 2 miles southeastbound, Skyhawk, 5,500.
Looking for traffic, 218 Juliet Sierra.
What's your maneuvering speed in this plane?
133.
10 o'clock, 2 miles
Good.
westbound.
So 65% power is perfect because you're maintaining 115 indicated. See that?
Gate 4 Juliet.
Yeah. I think it's just my thinking, just more like if it's kind of crazy out there, just kind of slow it down a little bit. You know, as far as turbulence goes.
Yeah, for comfort wise, yep.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, so here we are. Let me just trim it a little bit better so I don't have to worry about it so much. And here we are at 6,000. Trimming. Okay.
West Coast 35, say max forward speed.
230 when we level off, West Coast 35.
Roger, West Coast 35, maintain
Okay.
230 knots.
So here we are
Maintain 230, West
going
Coast
to
35.
Paradise VOR, and we should be there in about 5 minutes.
Speed to 250.
So this is our chance to go to
2775.
our plates and pull up the Fullerton. Come on, baby.
Come on, baby.
Be dicking around too much here.
And Cessna 84 Juliet, additional traffic at your 2 o'clock, 3 miles southeastbound, 5,400 indicated.
Looking for traffic, 84 Juliet.
Watch GPS 2296 Heavy, 7,000.
That's 2296 Heavy, SoCal departure, roger.
Okay, so let's get
Sierra
right.
Juliet Sierra, contact approach 125.5.
125.5, 218 Juliet Sierra.
Potential aircraft, hazardous weather information, SIGMET 67.
Approach 218 Juliet Sierra is level 6,000, direct to Paradise.
218 Juliet Sierra, altimeter 2985.
2985, 218 Juliet Sierra. Okay, so now we got the Fullerton map up for the VOR Alpha into Fullerton, California, in case you're wondering what state you're in. Okay. ATIS 125.05, so we can put that in COM 2 here. 125.05, enter. Swing that around, get that ready to go. And if we're, since we're doing it, we'll put in ground as well. 121.80, enter. Okay. Double check. Since we're hand flying, we're going to double check that we're on the
7869 Golf, contact approach 246.
How's our fuel balance?
24.6.
We need some love.
There you go. Good.
And approach citation.
How's our mixture?
2 Victor Pop, 7,000.
A little high.
340.
02 Victor Pop, SoCal, San Bernardino information.
Good.
Whiskey's current.
Okay.
And you can expect the ILS.
So here we are at 6,000 and we are in good shape. So back to the briefing. So
turn right heading 030.
this is based on the 115 Seal Beach radial.
Just out of curiosity, why are you not using your tool called autopilot to brief this with devoting more brain to understanding what you're reading?
My instructor told me to hand fly.
So maintain 5,000 HGO here.
Make that 4,000 expedite through 5.
4,000 expedite through 5 HGO here.
33 Yankee.
I said hand fly this leg, and then what did I say about autopilot? I spent 2 minutes telling you something about autopilot.
It's a tool you can use.
That we will use, but we won't use it as a crutch. Does that make sense?
That's correct.
Good. So I never said don't use autopilot to not. So use it to your advantage to brief an approach plate.
All right, so let's do it. So right now we want to do, we're on nav, and we want to be descending at a vertical speed.
Call it 1,000 through 5,000. Good.
Okay, so we're set up.
There you go. We could reduce power a little more, just because it's a steep descent. Good work.
Hey, Juliet, Sarah, normal rate, thank you.
Normal rate, 21820.
Good, so we go to 500 feet a minute. Solid. So now, when you're using this autopilot tool, because you have it, you could devote more attention to actually what you're saying as opposed to saying the words out loud, while really what you're doing is hand flying the airplane.
Right.
So keep that in mind. It's a great tool. You pay a lot of money for it.
Yes.
Use it.
Victor Papa, contact approach.
No, I'm a huge.
127.0.
Yes, absolutely.
Good.
Approach,
I never use this because you don't know how to hand fly. Do you hear the difference?
Yeah.
But use this as a tool to devote some good attention to your briefing. It's one less thing for you to do while you're briefing the approach.
Ahead, 12 o'clock, 2 miles, a diamond star at 3,500 in the hold of Paradise.
Looking for traffic, 21820.
33 Yankee, join Victor 186.
Turn 186, November 33 Yankee.
33 Yankee, contact departure 134.0.
34.0, November 33 Yankee.
So
Diamond star 1 Delta Sierra traffic.
he told us Paradise and then on the plan, so it's going to turn automatically.
Correct.
I'm saying it out loud to make sure that, like, okay, are we in heading mode? Is it going to go through that? No, it's not.
Exactly.
And that's what we're trying to do.
Exactly.
We're looking for traffic. I don't see the traffic. Negative traffic. Okay. So we are
I got the traffic in sight.
descending. You want to tell him?
Yep.
Oh, I see him.
Yep.
218 Julie Sierra has traffic in sight.
Julie Sierra, thank you.
Let's do this.
Fuel. Okay. All right, so back to the plate because we are in good shape here. Autopilot's going to take us down to 4,000, and we're doing the right thing here. So let's go.
The 4 Sierra Kilo, how you navigating destination today?
Okay. So
this present heading will be
so
direct
115.7.
and then
final approach course is 020.
Papa, then direct. 4 seconds.
Thank you.
The VOR is our final approach fix.
What's our initial approach fix?
No, it's I'm not. That's not. Hold on one second. Let me see. No. So, just 1 second. It's not Seal Beach is the final approach fix. Yeah, that's the glide slope intercept. But no, it is. Sorry. The final approach fix is Seal Beach, right?
Let's first fly the airplane. What's happening? Good. We leveled off. We need to add power. Even if we're busy, we need to know when we leveled off and add power.
Yep.
Once the plane is under control, we could, let's go ahead and add power.
That's right. You want to be at 65.
Uh-huh. Good.
I was thinking about approach speed.
Now we could revert back to what we were talking about. What were you saying?
Well, I'm looking at the final approach fix, which seems to be the VOR. Right?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Seal Beach. And what's our initial approach fix?
The VOR.
Good. So Seal Beach is both our initial and final. We're coming from here.
Right.
Right? Down. And so when we reach Seal Beach, what will we do?
We're going to go down 200.
Good.
And then we're going to do
procedure turn,
just like this.
Uh-huh.
And it will probably be shown on our screen here.
Uh-huh.
But we'll turn around and do it. And we'll do that at 2600.
Uh-huh.
Right? And then we'll turn around and do the 020 into Fullerton.
Good.
And this is a circling
yep.
minimum.
Correct. So when we pop out of the clouds, we will assume the cloud deck is at 1200 and your minimums are 1100. So I'll leave you 100 feet in which you can swim. So at 12, when you come under 1200 feet over here on your way into Fullerton, you'll take your glasses off and look for the airport. And you'll say, yep, there's the airport. And then you'll circle.
At 1200.
At 1150, not a hair under 11, not a hair over 12.
1150.
I'll get you higher once we get
So should we put our procedure?
Uh-huh. Good loading.
Select approach, enter. VOR Alpha, enter. Seal Beach.
Look at that.
Enter. Minimums
1100.
1100, which is also the pattern
Correct.
altitude.
Load.
Okay, we're good. Now,
Just out of curiosity, when were you planning? And if you weren't thinking about it, well, I'm just curious where your head's at. When were you planning on requesting the VOR Alpha approach to Fullerton?
It's one of the things I just thought about. I could do it now, but it's probably not going to. Well, I'll just do it now.
I'd rather do it earlier and have him say request it for the next one than do it late.
Approach 218 sir. We'd like to request the VOR Alpha into Fullerton.
Hey, just say Roger, you make the request with the next sector.
Great.
Roger that. 218 Sierra.
Good. Solid. Okay.
Okay. So we're coming to Dowd, and then we're going to be coming in here.
79 Delta Sierra, bracket Sierra, altimeter 2985.
Okay. We're at the assigned altitude. We're doing our thing.
Yep.
GPS 2880.
Let's listen.
The 8. Good.
Visibility 10.
Solid.
Sky clear. Temperature 2.18. Altimeter 2985. VOR Alpha approaching use, arriving and departing away 24.
24.
This weather information. 47 California, they on flight service frequencies. Advise. Under contact, you have India.
India.
Number 218 Julius Sierra, contact approach 121.3.
121.3, 218 Sierra. 21.30, enter.
Now, I want to make this call and I want you to hear it.
Okay.
This is an example of what you'd say checking in this way. You ready?
Approach on 124.6.
And what was the frequency you just gave us?
121.3. Hold on.
So you put in the comp 2.
2888, contact departure 134.0.
That's not what we want.
34.0,
121.30, enter. Flip it.
Good work. So here we go. And approach, good afternoon. Sierra's 218 Juliet, Sierra's level 4000, and we have information India looking for the full VOR Alpha approach to Fullerton.
218 Juliet Sierra, SoCal approach, I have your request, altimeter 2986.
2986, 218 Sierra.
So you see how I gave it to him all in one call?
Yes. Yeah, you told him.
Level 4000, we have India looking for the full VOR Alpha approach. In one call, instead of going back and forth and back and forth.
Yep, one.
Boom.
Give it upon initial contact. You're giving them everything that you want.
Exactly.
Tight and fast.
Exactly.
Right, got it.
That way, I'm avoiding frequency congestion. He has my request. He gave me the altimeter setting, and we're good. He knows I have the weather. He knows what approach we want. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Good. That's it.
Southwest 1908, right turn heading of
That's
080.
Right, 080, Southwest 1908.
That's easy. And mind you, I said full VOR Alpha approach, because I don't want vectors to final. I want everything, the procedure turn as well. The whole thing. Okay. So when we request it, we'll get in the habit of saying full approach. So they know we want to fly the whole thing.
1908, at your turn, you're going to look for Delta Airbus traffic, 2 o'clock.
Is IFR kind of sinking in a little bit?
At 3,000.
Yeah, it's do what they say, and
Southwest 1908.
just kind of getting used to the way they want to see it and when to say it.
It's really terminology, buttonology, when you do what, blah, blah, blah.
1908.
Turning to,
we're just flying our flight line.
Cleared visual approach runway 20 right, follow
turning to POW up.
POW up.
2775, German Tower 126.8.
26.8, good day, Delta 2775.
Now, when I called in, why did I not tell him level 4000 direct out? I just said level 4000.
Because it's part of your flight plan already.
Solid.
It's part of your assigned flight plan.
But earlier, you were given direct, you were given a shortcut. You were given direct Paradise.
Right.
So when you checked in with the new one, you filled them in. Remember that?
Yes.
Direct Paradise.
Yeah, if they told you, you repeat it back. If it's like, if it's in part of the plan, then you know.
Or if it's a heading, I check in with the heading.
Right.
Level 4000, heading 090.
218 Juliet Sierra, fly heading 200, vector final approach course, descend and maintain 3,000.
200, descend, maintain 3,000, 218 Juliet Sierra. 200, 3,000, 200, 3,000.
Southwest 1908, Downwind Tower 126.8.
3,000.
Southwest 1908,
heading.
Downwind Tower, have a good evening.
Good day.
And vertical speed going down, 500 feet a minute.
Good.
And
the biggest thing you could do yourself, biggest favor, is 100 knots from here on out. And also, if you heard he said heading 200 vectors final approach course, I don't want vectors to final, I want full approach. So what we'll do is I'll get back on with him and I'll just confirm I want the full approach. Does that make sense?
Yes,
so I'm listening to what he says, and
yes.
if I don't like it, I'll get on with him and make sure we're on the same page.
Because when there's communication, there's
negotiation.
Thank you.
Here we go. And approach for 218 Juliet Sierra. Just confirming, we'd like if possible, the full approach, including the procedure turn.
Hey, Juliet Sierra, Roger, have your request. I'll be up to the next controller.
Roger that, thank you, 218 Juliet Sierra. There's no limit to how much you could confirm and verify.
Right.
Easy?
Yes, sir.
Good. That's it.
All right, 200, 3,000 on the bug. And good.
Good work.
And 25% power.
So now we're getting vectors. Let's go ahead and activate the approach to clean the mess up and increase our situational awareness. That's it.
Yeah, we're going to Seal Beach.
Here's Seal Beach, procedure turn, and that's it. Easy.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
November 900 Whiskey Sierra is checking in.
That's it.
Down to 6,300.
That's it.
Hawker 900.
Let's go ahead and hand fly from here on out.
Direct Lemon, Clippers
Okay,
approach
let me get
right.
set up.
Okay, direct Lemon and 20 right, Whiskey Sierra.
November 218 Juliet Sierra, contact approach on 12535.
125.35, 218 Juliet Sierra. 535, enter, swap.
What are you going to tell him?
We're on 200, descending to 3,000.
Yep, you could just, in a second, say level 3,000, heading 200. And you could even include in that call, we have India.
Okay. Approach Sierra 218 Juliet Sierra is heading 200, level 3,000, and we have India.
November 218 Juliet Sierra, so call approach order.
Good. Solid.
Okay, hold on, we got to flatten it out.
Flatten it out.
And now adding power to 45% to get to our 100 knots.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Good on the fuel.
Solid order.
Watch that.
Southwest 9019, you are 900 miles from Gunny, heading 270, 3,000 till established for the ILS 30 approach.
She's a fast stalker.
Maintain 3,000 established, cleared, 30 approach, Southwest 9019.
9019. She's a fast talker.
600 climbing to 2,000.
November 67844 approach. Ident for me, what's your requested final altitude and route?
Ident and 1,3,500, 844.
November 844, 3,500 is approved. Radar contact will on north.
And you could just do this all day long. Procedures, activate approach. All it does is redraw the pink line between you and Seal Beach, or the initial approach fix you selected.
Yep. Just keep cleaning it up and
that's it.
Taking stuff off the table.
That's it.
You're like a waiter. Clean it up.
050
Take it off the table.
That's it. It's all simple. It's all simple if you know what's going on. It's simple. That's it. That's it. It's simple dudeski.
Okay, so
and now get on with her and confirm that we want the full approach from Seal Beach, including the procedure turn.
Approach, this is Cirrus 218 Juliet. So we'd like the full approach, if we could, into VOR Alpha Fullerton.
8 Juliet Sierra, that's on request. Fly heading 180, please.
180 for 218 Juliet Sierra, roger.
Good.
That's on request.
Good. That's like a waiter. It's on request. Hey, I want the chocolate dessert. Okay, that's on request. That'll be $180. Okay, I'd like also a scoop of ice cream with it. Okay, that'll be $278.
Let's go 280, maintain 1,600 till established for the ILS, runway 30 approach.
That's 280, 1,600 till established, cleared ILS 30, Southwest 3015.
Southwest 9019, contact Long Beach Tower, 190.4.
19.4 over the tower, good day, Southwest 9019.
All right.
Nice work. Great hand flying skills, sir.
Number 532 Juliet, SoCal approach. 3,000 approved
Boom.
over Seal Beach. When you leave 2,000, you can
Clean it up.
Clean it up, clean it up, clean it up.
Clean that shit up.
Great situational awareness.
Number 228, you know what? You are radar contact about 1 mile south of Fullerton Airport.
The one thing about the Cirrus, and I don't know if it's just the Cirrus, but this is so touchy.
Oh, yeah.
Like you just tap it and you're like, it's too much.
Number 828, Sierra Direct Seal Beach VOR.
Direct Seal Beach VOR, 21820.
You don't need to do any of that.
Direct
procedure, activate approach.
Procedure,
activate approach. That's it, because it's the initial approach fix.
We're going to hand fly this bad boy.
Uh-huh. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. I say that a lot.
Yeah,
That's it.
That's one of your moves, for sure.
That's it. It has to be in that high pitch. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's not as funny.
It's not as great. It's not as great.
Not as funny.
I don't know if it's funny. I mean, if I were a comedian, I don't know if I'd stand on stage and say, "That's it," to make the crowd laugh.
You might be surprised.
You never know. You
might work.
Believe me, the things people will pay for. Amazing.
You might be surprised.
Uh-huh.
But you have your YouTube channel, and that's
And
like...
that's 844 if I didn't give you T-Local altimeter 2986.
I don't think of it as a comedy YouTube channel.
No, I do. It's quite funny.
2986.
Learn how to fly while laughing.
And November 844, just
all right, so here we are, 3,000.
Solid.
A little over.
We just play stupid. That's what you keep doing.
Yeah, keep playing stupid. We're good at that, right?
Looking for the traffic.
We're real good at that.
What are you going to do when you reach Seal Beach?
We're going to turn outbound on the...
Solid work.
On 200.
Solid work. Good work. Good work. What's next?
Juliet Sierra, you can start the procedure turn when you're over Seal Beach. You can start the procedure turn outbound. Just try to keep the procedure turn pretty tight, please. Don't go like too far out. Just because you're IFR and I have to separate, 3 miles away from you.
Roger.
Roger that. We'll start the procedure turn once we get to Seal Beach, and we'll keep it tight. We totally understand. 218 Juliet Sierra.
Good. What's an example of a good frequency that we could plug into the standby COM 1?
Well, let's COM by stand 1's tower, for sure.
Good.
So, 1119.
So 844, yeah, he's continuing southwestbound, so whenever you're ready, you can go to 3500.
Enter. Okay, we got that.
Good. What about a bearing pointer that we need within our final approach segment? Because it's a VOR approach.
Oh, so should we switch it now? No, I don't want to do that.
No,
now.
OBS. Just the bearing pointer.
Oh, you want to put
Not
that
OBS, I'm sorry. PFD options.
PFD options, bearing 1.
That's it.
And then we want to put course.
Oh, we did OBS. We need to go back and undo that. There you go.
Now we put course in there.
You don't do anything.
Oh, because
We'll start turning left. We didn't do anything. All the bearing pointer does is point to the station. Does that make sense?
Because is that because of the regulations you need to have in a VOR?
You need to have something speaking a VOR language. Let's go to 3,000. We need to have something speaking the VOR language within the final approach segment of the approach. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
The bearing pointer points to the VOR.
That's right.
Not GPS. That's good enough.
Yeah, I was just wondering why,
Why what?
Why you were doing it, and then the answer is because you need something pointed and talking to the VOR.
Correct.
I get that now.
At least within the final approach segment. Right now we legally don't, but we'll have it on.
So can we follow this, you think? Is that good for her? Or should we
You could make a left now and then come back in to help her out. Just start your left now.
Okay.
That's just a suggestion. You could do, procedure has to remain within what? 10 miles of Seal Beach.
Yeah.
That's it. So it doesn't matter where you do it. Doesn't matter. There you go. That's good. Perfect.
All right, now we're going to kind of follow this route here.
Solid work. Maintain 3,000, not a hair under 3,000. She told you to maintain 3,000. Good. And whenever you're cleared approach, you could descend to what altitude?
26. Let's give it a couple more seconds, and then we'll turn around.
Good.
To the right.
Absolutely perfect.
And then we'll join it.
Absolutely perfect. You see, VNAV that's flashing doesn't know the regulation that you need to be both.
Juliet Sierra, descend and maintain 2,600.
Descend and maintain 2,600, 218 Juliet Sierra. Do it myself.
Reduce power lower than us. Good, they go hand in hand together.
What do you think? Turn? Let's do it.
I think we're good if you keep it on your power settings. Not a hair under over 100, your radius will stay good. Otherwise, the faster you go, your radius gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Per a given rate of turn.
I'm going to do standard rate for you.
Good work.
Standard rate.
Good work.
I know you like that.
It's my favorite.
You're a standard rate guy. You're kind of a standard rate guy.
Uh-huh. If I owned a bar, the most popular drink would be called the Glide Slope.
That's a good
one. SoCal Approach,
really?
68 Mike, Juliet,
the transponder.
We have November,
okay.
John
Now I got a sterile cockpit, dude.
That's it.
Approach, local altimeter 298.
Is that for me?
Nope.
I didn't think so. It's like weird.
Number 8, Mike Juliet, just let me know before you're ready to start your descent for pattern altitude. There's traffic 12 o'clock, 2 miles opposite direction, Sierra to 2,600.
Roger, Mike Juliet.
And November 8, Juliet Sierra, you're 3 miles from Seal Beach, cross the VOR at 2,600. You're good, the VOR Alpha, runway 24 approach.
Cross Seal Beach at 2,600. Clear for the VOR Alpha approach, Fullerton, 218 Juliet Sierra.
Not a hair under 26, John. So we'll work on leading our level offs. Big no, we need to work on that. Good, not a hair under.
And Juliet Sierra, just be advised there's traffic maneuvering over Seal Beach VOR at Cherokee. They are at 3,000, restricted above you.
Looking for traffic, 218 Juliet Sierra. All right, so here we are, 2,600.
Uh-huh.
And now that we're established...
How many miles out are we from our final?
We're at 2. Once we get to 1, we're going to do this, and then we're going to go down to 1,500.
Solid. Good, and I want to see not a hair under your altitudes. Remember that we talked about in the morning?
And 8, Mike Juliet, I don't have any more traffic for you, so be a part of
All right, so we are almost there, so hold that thought.
And I'll show you what
I'm... Juliet Sierra, you can contact Fullerton Tower now on 119.1. Good day.
Contact Tower. Thanks a lot for your help, 218 Juliet Sierra. Okay, so we are 1 mile. I'm going to do it. 1, 2, 3.
Good. And then here they like you also telling them how the approach will end, so just end your call with full stop.
Okay, you got it. Fullerton Tower, Sierra's 218 Juliet Sierra's on the VOR Alpha for full stop landing, Fullerton.
At Fullerton?
That's right.
Fullerton, say again?
It's 218 Juliet Sierra's on the VOR Alpha. I'd like to full stop.
218 Juliet Sierra, Fullerton Tower, report the airport in sight.
Report airports in sight, 218 Juliet Sierra.
We just reached Seal Beach, and look at that. How did that happen?
Because I was probably distracted.
What did we just learn from it?
Not to be distracted, I guess.
Good. Not a hair under your altitude, even if you're making radio calls.
So, why am I not getting? I got to activate the approach, dude.
No, it's been activated. We're hand flying it. You're used to autopilot too much.
So, but can I get my pink things here or not?
Oh no, nothing. When you hand fly it, no pink anything. Lower the floor to what? Where are we going?
To 1,500 now.
Good. That's it. This is what hand flying is. Forget pink stuff. So you saw what happened with the altitude with the radio call?
Yes, sir.
Good. And you can tell me I have the airport in sight.
And 218 Juliet Sierra, we have the traffic and we have the airport in sight.
Sierra 1 Juliet Sierra, 8 Juliet Sierra, circle south for left downwind, runway 24.
Circle south for left downwind, runway 24, Fullerton, 218 Juliet Sierra.
Good. So the bearing pointer's enough. What you could also do is actually fly it with the VOR radio, straight up.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So you again, within the final approach segment, you just need something that speaks the VOR language. That's it.
Yeah.
So you could switch that literally when you reach the final approach fix, which I'm actually a fan of doing because it's less sensitive than the GPS course. So it makes you feel like you're better.
So at B-Walt, we need to be above 1,500.
At or above.
At or above 1,500.
So we could reduce power further. Look where the bananas are.
1806, 24 clear to land.
Is that for us? Clear to land.
24 clear to land, 22th here. See where the banana's at?
Yep.
Good. You want to make sure that we...
Only 24, taxi via Bravo.
24 via Bravo, 138.
So this is part of your scan, not just there. You want to look at the whole thing. You want to use all the tools you have available to you, including the banana, including everything.
Okay, we're at B-wall. We're supposed to be at 1500. Now we can go down to, well, now we can go down to minimum.
11, so put 11. Good. And reduce power even further and lower the nose because we're high and close. You want to make sure you get out of the clouds under the deck as soon as possible. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you want to, I totally understand what you mean.
Good.
Because, you know, you want to see what's going on.
So you need to pick and choose. Either you center the VOR radial or you do that. If you do this, keep it on GPS. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Good. But you don't want this centered here on the course and the VOR radial off.
All right, coming up on minimums.
Under 12, you could take your glasses off. Again, the cloud deck is at 12. Your minimums are 11. You can't fly back into the clouds. You can't go under 11.
Okay. We're at 1200. There's 1200. Take them off.
Uh-huh. Where's the airport?
Right there.
Cool.
So we're going to turn.
Good. Not a hair under what altitude?
1100.
Our first target is 2 miles south of us, and we're flying it from north to south near our station.
5 Charlie Golf, roger.
Not a hair under 11, not a hair over?
1200.
And if we're close to it, what could we do?
We're close to what?
To the runway.
We could put in full flaps.
Well, if we're close, meaning proximity, could we widen out
maybe a little wide out.
Good, because we don't want to blow through the final approach course.
All right, we're now...
And when you begin your descent, you want to get in the habit of saying, okay, I'm now beginning my descent. So the examiner doesn't think you're blowing through your minimums.
Right, we're beginning the descent. Basically,
Good.
we're in the pattern here, circling.
Good. But you want to begin your descent once you
sure.
could maintain a continuous descent to a landing. So just say, I'm beginning my descent.
Right.
Good.
Turning base, and just a second. Give myself a little more room.
Good. You could turn base now even because you have full flaps in there.
Okay.
And we work clear to land.
Yep.
Caps is no longer available.
That's right.
Good. So to avoid turns this deep close to the ground, next time we will make sure we reach our minimum sooner so we see the airport sooner. So we have more room on downwind, more room from the runway.
Yeah, we need to be farther away.
Exactly.
Give ourselves more room.
Great learning.
Okay, so let's slow it down. All right, 78 on the speed.
And 5 Charlie Golf's on station, left turn 180.
So we're low. You don't want to do this. You want to come in higher. Johnny, you don't want to come in this low to Fullerton.
Okay.
Okay. You need to come in a steeper approach. Good.
Who was that?
I said 5 Charlie Golf was on station. We're doing 180 left turns.
Sierra Juliet Sierra, this is the next one, Foxtrot, say taxi request.
We'll taxi back to runway 24, 282 here.
Sierra Juliet Sierra, turn right, runway 24, taxi via Bravo.
Right on Foxtrot, taxi back 24, 282 here.
Good. We got really close to those train stuff and the fence.
Yes, we're ready to go.
So you want to come in steeper with a reduced power setting to use gravity to maintain energy.
Make right close traffic, runway 24, clear for takeoff.
Okay.
24 clear for takeoff, 138.
Yeah, let me just configure.
8023, number 1, wind 2106, runway 24, clear to land.
80238, clear to land.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I hear you. It's a shorter runway, and you want to come in steeper. The glide slope seemed to be, red over white. but then it
On
went,
our approach,
yeah.
it was for initially, and then we got low, and then it was red throughout. So you really want to make sure that you don't. I'll tell you all, more than that. I came in one time and the runway was closed. They wouldn't let us land. What happened? A plane came in and they scraped the fence because they came in low like that, and their whole landing gear came off.
Right over here?
Uh-huh. There was an accident on the runway and they shut the runway down. So there's a reason that their approach path is a little steeper, and that's because there's obstacles on the approach end. So you really want to make sure that you come in a little higher and keep those two reds, two whites. Make sense?
Yes, totally.
Cool.
Yeah, we got a little close, so just as far as that whole thing. He said stay with him, right?
Yeah.
So we got a little close, so we were tight, and then we tried to come out, and then we were a little low, so.
So if here's the runway and I'm here on a circling approach, the sooner I could get down under the cloud deck, the sooner I could get a visual on the airport, the sooner I could turn downwind.
Right.
The more room I have between me and the runway. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So that's why it should be a goal of yours to descend and step down, not crazy steep, but sooner rather than later to your next altitude.
Yes.
That's it.
Totally understand. This is a little run-up area over here?
Yep, right here. Okay. So we'll go on that the other line.